The Tragedy of Cinema podcast is intended as a family-friendly program that by extension strives to be inclusive to all people regardless of their ethnicity, gender, creed, or any other identifying factors in this incredibly diverse world of ours. With that said, some of the films we discuss may contain serious subject matters or have content considered morally objectionable by today's standards. We do not intend to condone or dismiss these aspects of these films, but our primary focus will be on what we believe the film succeeds at, some fun facts, and our personal enjoyment factors of each film. With that said, we hope you enjoy the show.
How'd it go at the convention, honey?
You were the big hit of the show.
It's fantastic. I love the computer business.
For 15 years, Harry Tasker's been leading a double life.
Mr. President, one of our best men is inside.
Transmitting now.
Right on time.
I don't believe I've met you before.
Rehnquist. Harry Rehnquist.
Listen to the following code word. Helen. Helen.
Now, they're about to collide.
What's your exit strategy?
I'm gonna walk right out of the front gate.
May I see your invitation, please?
Sure. Here's my invitation.
Yeah, that worked good. Right out the old front gate.
Can you lean back a second?
Mr. Tasker's office.
Hi, it's Helen. Is he in?
Harry's in a sales meeting, Mrs. Tasker.
It's not like he's saving the world or anything.
Well, see, this is the problem with terrorists. They're really inconsiderate when it comes to people's schedules.
Could you press the button for the top floor, please?
Hi, Helen. Harry forgot something back at the office.
Whenever I can't sleep, I just ask him to tell me about his day. 6 seconds and I'm out.
Maybe it's just that you're not in touch with your feminine side.
Harry! What were you doing here?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
You know what this is? It's a snow cone maker. Is it a water heater?
From James Cameron, director of Aliens and T2. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's a Soviet Mirv 6 from an SS-22N launch vehicle.
I married Rambo.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah, but they were all bad.
True Lies.
What can I say? I'm a spy.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Tragedy of Cinema podcast. I'm your host, Jimbo.
And I'm your co-host, Kyle.
Kyle, today we will be discussing a movie that you picked out.
That's right, we're discussing True Lies.
True Lies. Mm-hmm. Kyle, before we get started, I have a little bit of trivia for you, / see if you can guess these right. Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle, I have in front of me a list of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies ranked. Mm-hmm. From, let's just go 1 to 15.
Okay.
So, Kyle, what is the number one movie on this list?
The number one movie on this
list?
At
100%.
Oh, for its
Rotten
Tomato rating?
Yes.
Why should it be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume? No, it wouldn't be Arnold Schwarzenegger for that. Never mind. I've seen a Sylvester Stallone. I'm just a fool. I'm running off the wrong track. Okay, Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Wrong. That is at number 2.
Okay. Really? At number 2?
Number 1 is Terminator.
Number 1 is Terminator. Okay. Number 3 being Predator?
No, number 3 is Total Recall.
Total Recall. Okay.
Number 4 is Predator.
Number 4 is Predator. I'm guessing at that point, maybe True Lies at that point?
No, Pumping Iron.
Pumping Iron?
From 1977.
I haven't watched Pumping Iron.
Number 6?
Is True Lies going to be like number 15 as a joke?
Number 6 is what?
It's not Predator. I've already said Predator, haven't I? Is it Commando?
No. Terminator Dark Fate.
Terminator Dark Fate. Oh, the new one. Yeah.
Number 7.
That movie should have got more buzz and God. I'm sorry about that. Number 7 is gonna be. Was it gonna be Collateral or
No.
Oh, the Eraser.
No.
The
Terminator
Jackal.
3 Rise of the Machines.
Okay.
Number 8.
Kindergarten Cop.
True Lies.
Greatest True Lies.
They have Commando ranked number 9, and I totally disagree. That should be way high.
Yeah.
And number 10 is The Expendables 2.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Expendables 2.
are we even just not trying? And then 11 is Red Heat. 12
Where's
is
Twins.
12 is Stay Hungry.
Stay Hungry. Never even heard of that one.
1976. And that's a dishonest businessman asks Rich layabout Craig Blake, which is Jeff Bridges, to help him buy a gym, which will be demolished. Sally Field's in it too. Okay,
Where's
number
this list?
13, The Running Man. 14, Conan the Barbarian. 15, Last Stand. 16, Maggie. 17, Kindergarten Cop. 19, Killing Gunther.
You're telling me Kindergarten Cop
The
rates
Expendables is
higher
number
than
20.
Twins?
I haven't even got to Twins, have I? 21, Aftermath. 22 is Twins.
22.
23 is Sixth Day. 24th is The Last Action Hero. 25 is Eraser.
Last Action Hero.
26 is Junior. 27, Expendables 3. 28, Raw Deal. Well, hey, that got the raw deal. 29, Terminator Genesis, and we'll stop here with number 30, Conan the Destroyer. Oh, well, 32, Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
And then Collateral Damage, Red Sonja, just to name a few others.
That order.
Batman and Robin, number 36, where we played Mr. Freeze. End of Days. Yeah, and then last but not least, coming in at the very end is from 1979, The Villain.
The Villain. The Villain.
So there you have it, Kyle.
That was the bad guy's in Expendables 2. His name was Villain. I'm not kidding. He was... Okay.
So Kyle, now that we've...
Any question for me? Why did I choose this? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Why did you choose this?
I chose this because it was I've been waiting for it to get re-released for the longest time, and James Cameron said like I'll get around to it, and then he finally did this year. And getting around to it was actually just he paid a company to do a 4K remaster of it with looked like AI upscaling kind of stuff too, and they smoothed out all the faces and made it look bad. But I'm still excited to watch it again.
It has been I probably haven't seen this since '94 or 95
when it came out.
Yeah, and I forgot it's a comedy.
Yeah.
Is it, though? This is really just a comedy.
It's pretty slapstick. Yeah, honestly, there's a lot of just like really dumb
zingers and one-liners, and
if the timeline makes no sense for it, but in my mind, it was almost like if James Cameron intentionally tried to make a Michael Bay like movie. This is kind of what I think it would feel like. Actually, that's kind of what. No,
James I don't think there was not enough explosions.
Not enough explosions or not enough sexism. I don't know. It almost has that vibe of just like it's such a hyper reality and so like just exaggerated in terms of like display and just aesthetic. It feels more like a Michael Bay film in some ways than a James Cameron film. It's weird to me in that way. So yeah, but anyways, we'll get right into the film here. True Lies, released on July 15th of 1994, directed by James Cameron, written by James Cameron, Claude Zeder, Simon Michael, and Didier Kamiki. I'm sure I'm pronouncing those names awfully. Produced by Stephanie Austin and James Cameron. Composed by Brad Fiedel. Cinematographer was Russell Carpenter. And the casting director was Mally Finn. Budget for the film in 1994 was a whopping $115 million. James Cameron, he goes big or he goes home. That's just roll of the world for James Cameron. Oh my gosh, I gotta spend some money.
Yeah, what's Avatar going for these days?
Oh, Avatar had to be like the highest grossing movie in the world for it to make its return on its investment. It was something like $500 million.
No, I mean, what's the budget for it these days? Whatever he wants?
Oh, yeah, yes, whatever he wants. Even, like, the initial deal he made with Fox before it got purchased by Disney was going to be, like, more than $500 million to make these films. It was insane. The amount of money he's spending on those films is just, like, he makes money back, so who cares, right? But at the same time, like, he spends all the money in the world. But adjusting for inflation, $115 million in 94 would be $236.4 million today. So nearly $250 million just in this movie alone. And, man, of all James Cameron's films, I feel like this one, like, it struggles the most to kind of hold up aesthetically. Like some of the early digital effects they had in here just don't quite hold up from 1994 to now. Some of the digital effects, especially with the Harrier jet scenes. Like it's impressive for the time, but as of now, it's like this is aged. Yeah.
Very.
Opening weekend, it did well enough for itself at $25.5 million. Adjusted for inflation, that'd be about 53.2. And then gross in USA, it made $146 million. Just for inflation, it'd be about $300.8 million today. And then gross worldwide, where it made the big bucks back, it made up $378.8 million. Just for inflation, it'd be about $779 million today. So that more than made up for its, exceptional budget for the time. So it definitely made money's back. James Cameron just doesn't miss. That's just kind of how it goes. Yeah. Some of the plot summary for the film. We had written by John Vogel here. Harry Tasker, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, leads a double life. At work, he's a government agent with a license to do just about anything he wants. While at home, he pretends to be a dull commuter salesman. Oh, dull computer salesman, not a commuter salesman. A dull computer salesman. He's on the trail of stolen nuclear weapons that are in the hands of a fanatical terrorist group when something more important comes up. Harry finds out his wife has seen another man, played by Bill Paxton, because she needs some adventure in her life. Harry decides to give it to her, juggling pursuit of terrorists on one hand and the adventure of his wife on the other, while showing he can tango all at once.
I didn't realize that was Bill Paxton. It was so funny.
It's great. Bill Paxton's so underrated in this role. I feel like it's just like he's just playing a full scumbag, and he does it so well. He's so swarmy. Oh gosh, I love him to death in this film. Like he makes such a great leading man, like Twister or other films like that, where like he just always plays such a nice, humble guy. But when he plays just a scumbag, he does it so well too. It's great. It's underrated. Like he's such a scumbag. You hate him so much, you forget about him almost. It's great. So yeah, that's a quick little plot summary of the film. Moving on to some of the awards here, we got a bunch of nominations and a few wins. But for the 2020 awards in 2015, the 2020 awards 2015, we have a nomination for Best Actress, namely Lee Curtis, and nomination for Best Visual Effects. In the 1996 Hubayo Film Awards, oh gosh, I definitely butchered that. Hubayo won the award for Outstanding Translated Foreign Film. Then for the 1995 ASCAP Film and Television Awards, it won the award for Top Box Office Film Awards to Brad Fiedel. Then in 1996, it was nominated for an Oscar for the Best Effects and Visual Effects for the time. Once again, like these kind of digital effects were groundbreaking for the era they came in.
But did it win?
No, it was just a nomination. I don't know what the actual win was on this list here. Then for the 1995 Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror Films Awards, it won the award for Best Director, Best Actress, Best Special Effects, and had the nomination for Best Actor, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Best Action Adventure Thriller Film, Best Supporting Actress, and Best Supporting Actor. Next up, in the 1995 American Cinema Editors Awards, it was nominated for the Best Edited Feature Film. For the 1995 American Comedy Awards, it won the award for the American Comedy Award for Funniest Actress in a Motion Picture to Jamie Lee Curtis. Then in 1995, we had the awards for the Japanese Academy, for the Best Foreign Film Award. Moving down, turning the page here, we have the 1995 Blockbuster Entertainment Awards, where it was nominated once again for Favorite Actress of the Year for Jamie Lee Curtis. Then for the 95 Cinema Audio Society, where it was nominated for the Outstanding Achievement in Sound Mixing for a Feature Film. And then for the 1995, probably the biggest awards I got here, got the Globe. Jamie Lee Curtis got the Golden Globe for Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture for a Comedy or Musical. And this is definitely a comedy, straight up and foremost.
True Lies, the musical.
Oh my gosh! That could work. That could work. It would be a great musical. Oh, just a terrorist musical scene sounds amazing. 2024, come on. Next up were the... oh gosh, I'm going to butcher this pronunciation too. For the 95 Legio D'Oro Awards, it won the award for Best Male Performance for Best Performance by Glauco Honorato.
What?
For dubbing of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the actor who dubbed Arnold Schwarzenegger for whichever country the Legio d'Oro awards was in, awarded the actor for dubbing his award. That's okay.
You're going to have to look that up.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we have the 1995 MTV Movie and TV Awards. Yes, I have offended somebody for sure. We have a nomination for Best Action Sequence, Best Kiss, Best Comedic Performance, Best Female Performer, and Best Dance Sequence. Best dance sequence. MTV Music Awards are always like some of the best. Like, what's the most made up category just so we can get this actor on stage for 5 minutes? Oh, it's good. Then for the 1995 Screen Actor Guild Awards, we have a nomination for Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor in a Supporting Role, nominated to Jamie Lee Curtis. Then finally for the 1984 Awards Circuit Community Awards, we have a nomination for Best Stunt Ensemble, Best Visual Effects, and Best Actress in a Leading Role. Some of the technical details of the film. This is a runtime of 141 minutes. Pretty lengthy runtime. This is yeah, it's definitely like it's just there's like a third act there where you're like, really? I think we're done. And
just
then blow
it's like,
it
up already.
And it's like no, he's got to do a Harrier jet thing. Like
I thought, oh, they're kissing and an atomic bomb's going over the ocean.
Yeah, it's like the logical conclusion, but then it is like a third act twist. Is like
they took your daughter.
You got to rescue your daughter too.
Back.
It's like jeez, I got another 20 minutes to go. Okay. Really is just such a, like we had too many threads. We gotta finish this last thread. Like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna get a Harrier jet, do a final act thing, which is very funny. Sound mix is a 7mm 6-track for the 7mm prints, and a Dolby Digital for the remastering for DVDs and Blu-rays and 4Ks and all that. Color info. This is of course a color film. I just hope so for 1994. Aspect ratio is 1.78 by 1 for the open matte edition, and for the 7mm prints it was 2.20 by 1, and then 2.39 by 1 for, I guess, Blu-ray and DVD and something like that. Camera views, they use a lot of cameras. It's a big list of cameras. I'm not going to go through that. I'm not here for all that. Neither is the audience, I'm sure. And that concludes the technical details. Now we get to move on to the exceptional cast of this film here. So, starting up, we, of course, have Arnold Schwarzenegger playing the role of Harry. Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course, easily well known as one of the biggest action stars throughout Hollywood for the last 40 years, give or take. We have films like Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and of course all Terminator films from 1991 all the way to Terminator Dark Fate that released just a couple years ago. Predator 1987, Twins in 88, and Last Action Hero 1993. So of course, any great action movie top 10 list, you're going to see a Schwarzenegger in there, almost certainly. Next up, of course, we have in legendary the original Scream Queen icon, Jamie Lee Curtis, playing the role of Helen. Jamie Lee Curtis, of course, most iconic for her role as in the film Halloween 1978, and of course the remakes that came out in not remakes, the legacy sequels in 2018 to now, those 3 movies. And such films as also Trading Places and with Dan Aykroyd in 1983. And Knives Out in 2019 with Rian Johnson directing that one. And next up, we got Tom Arnold playing the role of Gib. Tom Arnold is also in the film The Stupids in 1996. I'm my own grandpa.
Stop! Don't make me sing that.
I just share that song. It's stuck in your head now. Big Bully in 1996 and McHale's Navy in 1997. Then next up, of course, we have the amazing Bill Paxton playing the role of Simon. Bill Paxton, very much he was James Cameron's boy for a good 2 decades there, though. But of course, Bill Paxton also starts films as Aliens in 1986, Twister also in 1996, and Edge of Tomorrow in 2014, and of course Titanic back in 2001 or something like that. 2001 was it 1999? Was Titanic? I think it was
98, I believe, wasn't it?
98. Okay, now off the top of my head.
Yeah, 98. I think.
Next up, we have T. Career, playing the role of Juno. T. Career was also in Wayne's World in 1992. She was also in Wayne's World 2, I believe, 2 years later, 94, I believe it was. And then she was also in My Teacher's Wife in 1995. And she was in the film Lilo and Stitch in 2002. Then next up, we have Art Malik playing the role of Aziz. Art Malik was also in the films Harem in 1986, The Wolf Man in 2010, and The Living Daylights in 1987. Next up, we have Eliza Dushku playing the role of Dana. Eliza Dushku was also in the films Bring It On in 2000. She was in the TV show Buffy the Vampire Slayer from 97 to 2003. And she was also in the film The New Guy in 2002.
She's young, Eliza Dushku.
This is definitely
12 years old, I think.
She's 12 or 14, I believe it is. She's 14 in the movie. Her characters are 14 in the movie. I know they have a dialogue about that in the movie. I don't know how old she was in the
12.
film, though. Yeah. So it was definitely surprising because I had no idea if she was in there. And then I watched Buffy growing up, so it was like, oh hey, it's like, oh hey, that's a really young Eliza Dushku. How about that? Then next up we have Marshall Manish playing the role of Khaled. Marshall Manish was also in the film The Big Lebowski in 1998. Next we have James Allen playing the role of Colonel. James Allen was also in Rhapsody on Rails in 1997. Then we have Jane Morse playing the role of Janice. Jane Morse was also in the film Frankie and Johnny in 1991. And then finally we have Katzy Chappelle playing the role of Allison, and she was in the movie Inspector Gadget in 1999. Yeah, that's right. One more thing, though. Charlton Heston does have an uncredited role as Spencer Trilby. Of course, Charlton Heston best known for Ben-Hur in 1959. There's a bunch of other uncredited roles here, too.
How can it be uncredited?
I don't know why, but that's what IMDb tells me, so I believe it as the gospel truth, Jimbo.
Wow.
We'll save it for your trivia notes later to tell us why it's uncredited. Maybe they didn't pay him. That could be it. It showed up one day. It's like, hey, you want to be in a movie? He's like, yeah, of course. I'm Charlton Heston. As he does. So anyways, that's going to conclude the cast, though, of True Lies. And Jimbo, I'm going to throw it to you. Tell me all the juicy
Kyle,
juicy
have you ever told a true lie?
I've told a lie truthfully. How about you, Jimbo?
Kyle, I mean, almost every time we record, I said you did a good job.
It's funny because I suck. Oh,
it's funny because it's true.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. All right, moving on. So here we go. The U.S. government supplied 3 Marine Harriers and their pilots for a small fee of $100,000 or $100,000. Well, $100,736. I don't know how I'm trying to say. I'm calling it up here. Or $2,410 per hour.
Oh, that actually sounds like a really good deal for a Harrier jet.
Give me the body count for this movie.
The body count for this film. Oh boy!
Let's see if you can get it.
Okay.
If this was the Price is Right, and you had to give me a body count without going over.
I'm going to go on-screen deaths. I'm going to say 85.
You are really close. 90.
Wow. I almost nailed it.
You would have won both the showcase showdowns.
That was really cool. I didn't expect it that close.
He cheated.
That's
he
awesome.
looked it up.
No, I was like just thinking there. That's cool. Oh, awesome.
The set of the bra and matching panties worn by Helen Tasker during the striptease scene were Jamie Lee Curtis's own. Curtis rehearsed the scene extensively with director James Cameron. It was there that the fall she makes in the middle of the dance was conceived. It didn't happen spontaneously during the actual shooting, as is often claimed. Arnold Schwarzenegger was not told of this beforehand, though. This is hinted at when Harry briefly sets up an alarm and realizes that he is breaking character and then relaxes. They did another take with the same gag, but Harry's reaction didn't look as spontaneous.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Kyle, I'm going to have you rehearse with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Extensively.
Took hours.
Extensively. James Cameron is like, this is going to be a full day.
Took hours. Maybe come back tomorrow.
Exactly. Like, we're going to get this right.
Are you ready for this, Kyle? A sequel was in the works.
Oh, yeah.
Which had been which if it would have been made, it would have been released sometime in 2002. This was eventually scrapped, or at least indefinitely shelved, due to the script problems as well as the 9/11 terrorist attacks.
Yeah.
Cameron even said in an interview that he dropped his sequel plans because in this day and age, terrorism just isn't funny anymore.
No, you can't.
I don't think terrorism was ever funny, James, but...
No, but that's definitely the surreal part of this movie, the idea that you're literally dealing with Middle Eastern terrorists in this film, but they're played like Three Stooges level of just
it's kind of like Hot Shots.
Like, oh, he fell and he hit his balls. Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is.
On the wing of the plane, and I'm like, what am I watching?
It's so absurd. It takes none of it seriously at all.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh my god. It's like, yeah, you couldn't make that, especially in 2001. Even today, it's like, I don't know. There's very real conflicts this is about.
After Terminator 2 Judgment Day, James Cameron initially wanted to make Spider-Man the movie from an R-rated script that he had written earlier, starring none other than Leonardo DiCaprio as Peter Parker and Arnold Schwarzenegger as Doc Ock.
The different world we would have had
you imagine?
if that film got made. Does the MCU even exist?
Or is it better?
Oh yeah, is it better? Or is it fantastically worse? Like the entire like there was never a Robert Downey Jr. comeback tour. It was just Leonardo DiCaprio doing Spider-Man for 15 years.
Can't you see Arnold Schwarzenegger as Doc Ock just ripping people in half and smashing their skulls?
An R-rated script of Spider-Man sounds like
he'd be tearing them up.
R-rated Spider-Man sounds amazing. I want to see that for sure. But oh my gosh, yeah, I have no idea. Different world that would have been.
James Cameron can be heard as the helicopter pilot who says, "Yeah, she's got her head in his lap. Yahoo!
Yahoo!"
The horse in the hotel scene was filmed in the lobby and elevators of the Westin Bonaventure Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. When the film was initially released, the American Arab Anti-Discrimination Committee was one of several groups to hold a protest at a Washington, D.C. theater. The groups attacked the film for its depiction of Middle Easterners as homicidal religious zealots. A demand for the boycott of the movie was called, as well as a ban of its distribution in 54 Arab and Muslim countries.
Oh, I get it. Because they're cartoons of who they are. They're like a Jeff Dunham bit of like Ahmed the terrorist kind of I kill you levels of just barely, like they're barely above that in terms of like how seriously you're supposed to take them. So I get the idea of like, actually this is a really racist depiction probably. They're probably right at the time, honestly. Like now I can see it as more of a joke, it's more of a broad cultural viewing, but like now like,
but what about Hot Shots when Charlie Sheen and the guy that played Saddam Hussein, you remember that?
Hot Shots could probably have the same criticism to be honest. But like because it's all being taken as a cartoon, it's a little bit more forgivable versus like True Lies. I think they're trying to play, even though it is still ridiculous now to look at it, they probably thought like Arnold Schwarzenegger was playing like a straight guy, a regular guy kind of thing, a regular super spy guy, of being like, this is the realistic part. But then the Aqua the terrorist group is the dumb cartoon stuff, and that's how they view real people. So I could see it being like racist then. Now it's all ridiculous.
Nice try, Kyle. But
they'll be racist, Jimbo. I tell you.
Well, you're the one that said because it is depicted as a cartoon, it's okay.
Well, no, and Hot Shots do it because they're all being like exaggerated to their cartoonish expectations.
So okay, let me ask you a question then. Boy, this could go really bad.
Okay, cool, Jimbo.
Here we go. You ready?
Let's dig this hole for yourselves.
So are you saying it's okay to have blackface in a cartoon and not in movies?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
Because you're saying it's straight cartoon.
No. I'm saying that when you treat all characters by their exaggerations, you are kind of bringing light to all of these kind of racial absurdities to a degree. That can kind of bring light to all of them. So, like, if you're making fun of all races at once, it's a lot more forgivable than making fun of just one race.
So you're saying if
film.
every person in the cartoon had blackface, it would be okay?
No, I'm saying if every...
I was like, I can't get out of
a cartoon where every single race was depicted in like their most exaggerated terms and how and highlighting how absurd that depiction is, that's not racist.
So kind of like similar. If Mel Brooks was to...
Exactly. Like if Mel Brooks did a cartoon like that, he would have had those exaggerated depictions of everyone, and like it would have been
Blazing Saddles. You just go ahead and call Blazing Saddles.
Well, even then, Blazing Saddles isn't just black people too.
No. I'm just saying of depicting the the Mexicans and the
depicting it like that too. So if you're going into those exaggerations, you're highlighting how absurd those depictions are, and you're also kind of like you're making those stereotypes not in a negative light necessarily. You're making fun of the people who make those stereotypes in the first place. So that's where you kind of get that balance of, and like I get it. It can be kind of a gray area at times where it's messy. It's hard to say like, oh, is that racist? Because if they're offended by it, then like I'm not going to tell you you're wrong to be offended by it. It's how you feel. It's how you feel. But in general, for general audience precipitation, I'm not going to say like, oh, this film is bad for this and that reason. I don't know. It's a mess. I'm a white guy. What do you expect me to say?
I don't know, but I was wanting to see.
I'm not going to tell you. I am the expert on all racial.
You should have seen it. Kyle was over sweating. He's like, "How am I going to get out of this?"
We got the disclaimer at the beginning. We're fine.
Any hate mail, please forward to Kyle Zader at the Treasury Summit.
We got a disclaimer. I can't be racist now.
Originally, the writer wanted Arnold Schwarzenegger's character during the horse chase sequence to chase after the suspect through the reflecting pool at the Washington Monument. However, the National Park Service refused to allow that to happen.
Nice, that would have been cool too. You should have blown up the National Monument. Cool.
Lincoln statue.
Exactly. Lincoln statue just falls out.
Or the Washington Monument just topple it over.
Down. Yeah. Oh, it would be cool. Like, it was not Mount Rushmore and the Harrier jet just blew up every head. Be amazing. Just destroying.
And at the end, they're building it back, and it's Schwarzenegger and Stallone.
Yeah, it's Stallone. Yeah,
Jesus, Tatum or whatever. Jeez, Kyle. So now we've went through destroying national monuments.
Yeah, to blowing up Mount Rushmore.
Jeez. Yeah. Many problems plagued the shooting of the opening sequence. The mansion scene was filmed on an extremely cold night, and the mansion itself was not heated. All of the women wore dresses with nothing underneath, and a costume change room was set up outside in the cold. Kerosene lamps were used to heat the tents. One of the extras' blouses caught on fire.
Oh my gosh.
For their suffering through this harsh cold that night, the extras were paid an additional $50.
Oh my gosh.
see Michael Bay pull that off.
Making film, this is rough work, and that does not sound like enough for like, hey, you worked in the extreme cold, just an extra $50. I don't know. Maybe I would have been okay with that if I was a worker that day, but also like that sucks. It's not good enough.
The soundstage where they shot the Harrier scale model was the largest 180-degree green screen background ever built. Elisha Dushku.
Nowadays, we just have that giant Mandalorian dome screen room that we film everything in.
Elisha Dushku broke some ribs during the filming of her Harrier jet stunt scenes. It was later revealed by Dushku that this likely wasn't entirely an accident, which we get to later on in the trivia, and I'll explain why.
She was a child, for God's sake.
Well, you're getting ready to find out.
Okay.
So hang tight to those thoughts.
Hang tight to those thoughts. Jeez.
The appearance and traits of Spencer Trilby, which was Charles, is based on Nick Fury, a Marvel comic character.
Makes perfect sense.
And he wasn't supposed to wear an eye patch, but he came in with pink eye that day, so the wardrobe department
just added to it. That's fantastic.
I love it.
It does add to his character.
It does.
Yeah.
Production took sufficiently long for the movie to run significantly behind schedule. Tia Carrere's contract was only for 7 weeks, but because of long periods of shooting, she ended up earning 7 months of pay.
My God.
For 7 weeks.
7 months of pay for 7 weeks. Where can I get that job, right?
No, she had to work 7 weeks, but it was only supposed to, or 7 months. It was only supposed to be 7 weeks.
Oh, it was supposed to be 7. Okay, but still.
Hopefully she get paid by the week.
7 months though of pay. No, that sounds great as an actor.
Get this. Bill Paxton, well, he was able to shoot a whole nother movie during breaks of filming, and James Cameron was frequently called by Roseanne Barr, who demanded that he allow her soon-to-be ex-husband Tom Arnold to return to the set of Roseanne.
Well, do you have the ice tray job?
I do.
You do have the ice tray. Okay, I'll let you have it. That's amazing.
All right, originally
Roseanne Barr complained to James Cameron, I want that recording so bad.
Originally cast for Helen Tasker, but was forced to down the road because she has another movie signed to Nell, was none other than Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster.
Could she have played off Helen?
I mean, I'm going to say for the strip scene alone, yes. That's just personal.
This True Lies is... Arnold Schwarzenegger's biggest challenge for the movie was not doing all the physical stunts, but dancing the tango. He had to take dancing lessons to realistically perform the dance. He rehearsed the scene for about 6 months, as he wanted to make sure he was as good as the tango as Al Pacino was in Sin of a Woman.
That's like the dances were incredible. I thought the difficulty would just be his pronunciation of all the different dialects he was doing, and like there's like literally going like the foreign language. Just like I don't know how he did that.
At the urinal, Arnold Schwarzenegger, an Australian native, is whistling Edelweiss, which was from what American stage play, Kyle?
Spider-Man. I have no idea.
The Sound of Music.
Sound of Music.
At one point in the film, Tasker uses an MK2 hand grenade to kill several terrorists. For those wondering where this grenade came from, it was originally in the script that Juno put a grenade between Helen's legs, saying all she has to do is keep her legs closed, which Helen remarks is a problem Juno seems to have. When the two escape, Harry repinned the grenade using Helen's diamond earring for use again later. They cut this scene out of the film, causing the grenade's presence to be a continuity error. However, the scene remains in the novelization by Dewey Graham and Dwayne De La Amico. This grenade, complete with the earring in place of the pin, is prominently visible on many of the posters for the movie and on the Region 2 DVD cover.
Oh, wow. I gotta look that up. I also gotta look up the novelization because I might have to read that sometime.
You ain't gonna read it.
Probably not.
Audiobook, maybe. Comic book.
Yeah.
When Harry tells Gibbs that Helen is having an affair, Gibbs tells the story about his second wife taking everything when she left him, and even the ice cube trays in the freezer.
Who would take the ice trays?
This is a direct reference to Tom Arnold's divorce from Roseanne Barr that was happening at the same time. She was reported to having taken his ice cube trays when she left him as well. That is hilarious.
That's awesome.
The diamond is on the hand grenade.
Yeah. I've never noticed that before.
At one point, Helen says, I married Rambo. James Cameron co-wrote Rambo First Blood Part 2. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
I didn't. As of 2023, Kyle, this is the only feature film that James Cameron has directed to be nominated for Academy Award for Best Visual Effects and not win in that category.
Oh, wow. I bet he's still bitter about that to this day, too. Like, he goes, talks to his kids, and he always mentions, that True Lies didn't get the award. It deserved it.
Where's the lie? Where's the lie?
Like, he's got to bring it up every other day or something like that. Like, at least once a week, he brings up the fact he didn't win the award.
There you go, Kyle. This was one of the last first-run films to have a 70mm release. James Cameron paid for 16 70mm prints of the film.
That's awesome.
During the motorcycle and horse chase scene, the elevators ridden at the Marriott Hotel in Washington, D.C. are actually at the West End Bonaventure Hotel in Los Angeles, also using the climax scene of In the Line of Fire.
Mm-hmm. Man, actual location shooting's always so much better in my opinion.
Do you really think that was a horse in the elevator?
I'm gonna say yeah, sure, why not? They probably fit one in there. Yeah. But actual location shooting's always it always feels amazing to me when they actually shoot on locations.
The director trademark, James Cameron, the white frame. When Helen punches Harry in the face, a single solid white frame is spliced at the moment of impact. This film trickery accurately conveys a flash a person sees when they get hit in the head. It was also used in The Abyss when Cat punches Coffee in the face, and in Terminator 2 Judgment Day when Sarah clocks Douglas in the face with a mop handle.
I feel really dumb that I've never noticed that before till
Now I
got to stare at it and
all right, here's some people that were considered for the role of Albert Gibson. Are you ready?
Albert Gibson. That was
Tom Arnold's character.
Tom Arnold character.
Dan Aykroyd.
That would have been God, he would have been amazing. Actually, great. Yeah, he would have been great at
Bill Murray.
Once again, perfect.
John Goodman.
The role is just be funny. That's all you had to be, and these guys are funny.
And Steve Guttenberg.
Steve Guttenberg. Could Adam Sandler have done it?
I don't think he was born.
Adam Sandler was born. He was
Jim Carrey.
That was
Jim Carrey in there.
Like the height of his SNL career, right there. We talking about he could have done that.
Chris Farley.
Farley. Eddie Murphy. Oh, Eddie Murphy would have been cool.
Oh no, what's the dude Reginald Johnson or whatever from Die Hard? The cop in Die Hard.
Cop in Die Hard. Yeah. Who's the guy with Jackie Chan?
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker. Yeah. He probably was too young for that, but still, Chris Tucker would be cool too.
When asked during an interview whether his wife was bothered by him sitting there watching Jamie Lee Curtis strip, Arnold Schwarzenegger said that she asked him about it, and he assured her, "Honey, I hated every hour of it." Arnold Schwarzenegger dreamt about playing a James Bond kind of spy when he was a kid, so this was his, movie that he's always wanted to do.
That's really cool.
This was Arnold Schwarzenegger's comeback film after the high-profile flop of what movie, Kyle?
Oh, was it the Junior movie? The one where he had a baby?
No.
It was
Last Action Hero.
I always forget the movie flop because it's so good. I like Last Action Hero. I think
that doesn't mean it wasn't a flop. You like a lot of movies that seem to be flops.
Shut up.
This was the first Hollywood movie to be released in Vietnam since the Vietnam War.
What a weird movie.
Can you imagine if they were Vietnam terrorists? They released it in Vietnam.
I'm just thinking, that is the most pro-America propaganda film ever. For them to come back to, look at this Harrier jet the U.S. made. Isn't it amazing? That's all the movie is.
I think they used one of these to bomb us.
Look how powerful the American government is. The movie. First movie to come to Vietnam after the war. That's hilarious.
Jamie Lee Curtis called this film, without question, the greatest experience of my professional life so far.
Who did?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Really? Wow.
Tom Arnold also said that this is his favorite movie he's ever been in.
I can see that, yeah.
He
hasn't been in many other great films.
Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't supposed to drop the tape recorder. James Cameron liked it, and he kept it in.
Cool.
You have to watch the movie to get that. That is one of the greatest scenes.
Yeah.
Harry's horse was played by 4 different horses because they each had different skills.
Oh, for the running and the picking up and that kind
jumping.
of stuff.
I don't know.
Jumping. That makes sense, yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger did a lot of his own horseback riding. He says he couldn't have done it without his riding experience on the Conan movies. What, you don't have the horses in the cast?
I probably
the 4
did.
different horses?
I skipped them.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh my god. I like to see where he's just talking to the horse. It reminded me of that scene of Jingle All the Way where he punched the deer in the face. I have to expect him to just punch the horse. What kind of cop are you? Bam! And just smash him and he gets knocked out.
Tia Carrere named this as her favorite role of all time because I got to be a villain.
Awesome.
Jamie Lee Curtis was glad her character was nervous because she was nervous about some scenes too.
Oh, I can bet. There was definitely some self-conscious scenes there for sure.
Arnold Schwarzenegger recalled the hardest thing was sitting in a cockpit for hours and days and weeks. It was 100 degrees inside. That was torturous.
I bet he barely fit in there too.
He was big guy.
He was 10 pounds in a 5-gallon hat right there.
Kyle, did you notice that Simon and Harry are mirror images of one another? Simon is a salesman pretending to be a spy, and Harry is a spy pretending to be a salesman.
Yeah. And they even he takes credit for literally his operation too as a spy stuff. It's hilarious.
The name on the door of the office which the Harrier backs into during the final aerial scene is D. Simpson. This is a reference to a legendary producer, Don Simpson, who produced the very aerial Top Gun, among others.
Awesome. Crossover movie, Top Gun, True Lies 2.
Top Gun Lies.
Yeah.
To film the scenes on the old 7 Mile Bridge in the Keys, Like the arrival and takeoff of the Harrier jet, the production crew closed down the traffic on new 7 Mile bridge at intervals for several minutes at a time. Whenever this happened, women were sent among the stopped cars giving drivers Pepsis and bumper stickers that read, "I was stopped on the 7 Mile bridge by Omega Sector."
That's such a dumb promo.
Dude.
Oh my God.
Will you tell me you went and took a sticker that said that, Kyle?
Dumb.
I know you and your
Just
stickers.
beautiful women models handing out Pepsis and bumper stickers. Who wouldn't love that
Can you
day?
get one of those bumper stickers on eBay?
I bet they're on eBay, or you can get a reproduction of them. I bet it could.
No, not a repo. I want an original.
I bet you can get a repo of them. I get a repo of them. I wouldn't mind. I don't need an original. Oh, you need an original.
Yeah,
you
we
need
have
it
to have
signed
the
by Arnold
original.
Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Hey, there you go.
You're going to spend $1,000 on this bumper sticker.
If Bill Paxton signed it, maybe. Because I don't think he's alive anymore,
Yeah,
right?
he's dead. Yeah. Oh, did you hear they're making Top Gun 3, by the way? They're going to do it.
Stop, Kyle. We're not talking about Top Gun right now.
He's going to join the CIA.
Stay there for real talk.
He's going to fight robots.
All right. You say he's going to fight robots?
That's what I said, yeah.
Oh, no.
I have no idea.
It's a crossover between Top Gun and Minority
They just
Report.
announced they were going to work on it, but...
According to the Guinness Book of World Records, this is the first movie to have a production budget of $100 million. And this made it the most expensive movie at any time, breaking the record of James Cameron's previously movie Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It would lose this record next year to what movie, Kyle?
Next year? I don't know what it would be.
Waterworld.
Waterworld. Oh, right. Waterworld.
I really liked Waterworld.
Wow. Yeah.
A lot of people didn't. I thought it was a good movie. I like Kevin Costner in this. So.
Yeah, just like Kevin Costner in it.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Waterworld's
and Dennis
fine.
Hopper with the eye.
Yeah, it's fine.
James Colburn, who worked with 2 years later with Arnold Schwarzenegger in Eraser, said this was his favorite action film.
I think
Here you go. Here's another person that turned down the road like Gibbs.
Gibbs? Okay,
Tom Arnold.
Tom Arnold.
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci. Just having two scenes of Joe Pesci and Tom Arnold sitting next to each other is alone hilarious. Just Tom Arnold just standing like, Joe Pesci barely comes up to his belly button. Yeah! Hilarious.
Here you go, Kyle. Remember I was talking about Elijah Dushku? Here you go. Mm-hmm. And you probably didn't know this. So in January of 2018, so just a few short years ago, Elijah Dushku revealed that she was a 12-year-old actress making this movie. She was sexually molested by the film's 36-year-old stunt coordinator, Joel Kramer. Dushku detailed how Kramer groomed her for several months to gain her friendship and her parents' trust, contrived to spend an evening alone with her, and then molested her. Dushku also said that after an adult friend confronted him on the set about the abuse, she was injured during a stunt. Dushku alleges that this was no small coincidence. To be clear, over the course of those months rehearsing and filming True Lies, it was Joel Kramer who was responsible for my safety on a film that at the time broke new ground for action films. On a daily basis, he rigged wires and harnesses on my 12-year-old body. My life was literally in his hands. He hung me in the open air from a tower crane atop an office tower 25-plus stories high. Whereas he was supposed to be my protector, he was my abuser. After her statement, Dushku's co-star Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis, Tom Arnold, and James Cameron all tweeted their respect and admiration for her bravery.
Jeez. Well, that's just whiplash. That's just it
went from being a funny movie to a serious moment there, Kyle.
I actually saw Elijah Dushku in person in 2016 for like all of 5 seconds. That was the first Comic-Con I ever went to, and I saw it for all of 5 seconds passing by. And I was going to bring that be a whole story about me losing my mind and realizing that I was a super fan of all Comic-Cons because I just got to saw Elijah Dushku for like 5 seconds when she just walked by with her dog. And now it's a really, really dark. They didn't realize she revealed this
2 years later,
terrible event that. No, 2016 was the year I went.
Yeah, but 2018 is when she revealed.
Oh, I thought you said 2016.
Yeah, January 2018, so it was still a secret back then.
Okay, jeez. That's rough. That's absolutely awful.
Yeah, it's the little stuff you find out when you start looking into how a movie was made and stuff. So
Hollywood is a machine most foul.
And, to be clear, I'm sure this happens or used to happen a lot more. A lot more still happens. I'm just saying that a lot more that you don't know about or haven't heard about.
Oh, yet. Yeah. I mean, it's an iceberg. It's an iceberg. 10% of the surface, 90% or more, all the way down. Yeah. People who never talk about it because.
But let's move on from that sad note.
Let's have a more cheery topic, please.
Okay, more cheery in the bathroom scene. What the second
Harvey Weinstein said no.
On the plane to Epstein Island. No. Well, okay, let's get back to this. In the bathroom scene, the second terrorist to come in wearing a similar outfit and has the same build and general appearance as the T-80 in the nightclub scene of The Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger had a near fatal accident on set during the horse riding scene. When his horse got startled and ran out of control, Schwarzenegger managed to slide off the horse, but did this near a 30-foot drop-off. His personal stuntman saw what happened and was able to grab him before he went over the ledge.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, once again, whole different world if Arnold Schwarzenegger dies in 1994.
Oh, that'd be sad.
Oh my gosh.
During the final tango, when Helen slides on the ground, Jamie Lee Curtis said that this was because they had rehearsed it so much that her legs were tired and gave out on her during the take, so she struggled to get back up. Initially, Curtis was angry James Cameron kept it in the movie, but then realized that it was totally what the character of Helen would have done. The film was referenced in the 2019 MCU film Captain Marvel, where Carol Danvers accidentally blows up the film's poster.
Oh yeah, she does, doesn't she? Yeah, in the
I haven't watched it. Is it good?
I watched it when it came out. It was really, really good. I haven't watched it since then, though.
Oh, so it might not be good.
I really enjoyed it.
So you're gonna watch the Marvels?
I did. I did watch the
Was it
Marvels. I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed the first one. Actually, I thought the Marvels was a really great movie. It didn't deserve to bomb. Ant-Man Quantumania sucked. The Marvels was really good, and then everyone was like, women, and then they got
I think they're just about over the MCU. When you start expanding it into,
they're all bombing. It's not a big deal.
Well, when they start expanding to lesser known comic book characters, I think you're going to get that. But
yeah.
Moving on,
we can have a broader MCU talk another time if you want to.
Charlton Heston's character was not originally planned to have an eye patch, as I told you earlier. He arrived on the day of filming with pink eye, and the costume department swiftly fixed the problem. He also insisted on having the character named Tribley, as this was his favorite hat.
Oh, the Tribley hat. Yeah.
All right, here's some roles for Helen Trasker. Are you ready?
Trasker. Okay,
Tell me yes or no. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yes. I'm going to say yes. All these. It's just going to be an attractive woman. Yes,
Annette,
I want to see
Annette Bening.
Annette Bening. Yeah.
Melanie Griffith.
Melanie. I don't remember what she was in. What's Melanie Griffith in?
Madonna.
Madonna. No, she's not an actor. She's a musician.
She was in an act. She played Who's That Girl?
Okay, let me put it back. She should never acted.
Wow.
Stayed a musician.
Wow. Sharon Stone.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Gina Davis.
Yes, absolutely.
Rosanna Arquette.
Don't remember what she was in. I don't remember.
Do you like movies or not?
I was 1 year old when this came out.
Sigourney Weaver.
Absolutely.
No, yes. Absolutely not.
What?
No.
Sigourney Weaver is a fox, even today.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
I can't put I remember the name, but I don't remember the face, though.
You're going to have to homework. Emma Thompson,
yes.
Joan Cusack.
She's great. I think she'd do as good a job as Jamie Lee Curtis did.
Honestly, every time I see her name now, all I can think of is her in The Shameless.
The Shameless.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
Isabella Rossellini.
Once again, I recognize the name, can't put the face.
Mary Elizabeth Mastra Antonio.
I don't remember that name.
You don't know who that is. Demi Moore.
Yeah.
Julianne Moore.
You
know who that is, right?
Yes. Yeah, they were great.
Jeannie Triplehorn.
Don't know.
Helen Hunt.
Wasn't she in
Twister?
Yeah, Twister.
Mad About You.
Yeah, no, I know the movie. I'm trying to think if she good for the role or not. I'm gonna say yeah. But also not. Really
Madeline Stowe.
Excited about that. Madeline who?
Stowe.
I don't know who that is.
Kim Basinger.
Kim Basinger would have been cool.
Valeria Golino.
I don't know who that is.
Leah Thompson
would have been cool.
And from our last episode, Deborah Winger.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sure. Bill Paxton and Charlton Heston both appeared in Tombstone, although they don't share any scenes.
The guy who said Bill Paxton, who was it?
Charlton Heston.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, okay, yes.
I don't remember him in Tombstone.
I don't remember him in Tombstone either, yeah.
I'm going to have to watch that again, unless it's a different Tombstone. But
No, it's surely that Tombstone.
Surely.
Don't be serious.
Don't call me Shirley. James Cameron personally called Charlton Heston to offer him the role of Trilby. When Heston asked why, Cameron responded,
"Because you're awesome.
I needed someone who can intimidate Arnold Schwarzenegger." Because Charlton Heston is one of the biggest action stars.
Man, that is amazing. That's absolutely that's a to know they're both right too. Even Arnold would probably say, "Yeah, he's right."
For the spectacular Florida Keys climax, the production actually bought some redundant causeway links and restored the missing chunks so that they could blow them up to smithereens on screen.
Fantastic. Good,
and last but not least, Kyle, the high-rise set of the Harrier scene was hit by lightning during a sudden storm. Luckily, cast and crew had just broken for lunch and nobody got injured, but as a precaution, they had to keep an eye out for the weather for the rest of the shoot. So, Kyle, there's your movie, True Lies. Let's hear it.
Jimbo, I still kind of love this film. I think it's still pretty good.
I still kind of love it. Not as much as you once did?
I think I enjoyed it a lot more the first time I saw it, and now that I watched it, I'm like, this movie is okay. It's not great. It's not great. I really don't think it's not great. Yeah, especially this 4K remaster, I think is not really much of a remaster at all. It's more of just a re-release that has a lot of bad transfer, right? So like it doesn't have the same film effect of the 70mm effect on a Blu-ray disc. Instead, has that kind of like AI generated kind of smoothing over everything that I think looks really bad. It just takes all the character out of every single scene. It's like if they merge a Technicolor into black and white. It's like you lost what made it great. So that makes it really bad for this remastering, especially. But the film itself, content-wise, I think is still pretty funny. I think it holds up pretty well, and comedy-wise, I think Tom Arnold is great. I think Arnold Schwarzenegger is great. Jamie Lee Curtis always puts in a stunning performance. That's pretty cool as well. So I think this film's still a fun watch to have. It's well worth watching, especially if you're a James Cameron fan and want to watch all his filmography. It's nice to have this film available again in any form, even though it's this kind of bad remaster. So I appreciate it on that level. But for me, it's probably like a good, solid 7 out of 10. Like, it's really good, pretty exceptional even. But it's not great. It's not going to be a movie you're going to write in your top 10 list necessarily, but it is going to be a movie you remember fondly, I think. So that's where I kind of stand on it, where I think, like, that's, good, not great. It's going to be where I live. Jimbo, how do you feel? Kind of echoing?
Well, Kyle, it's been so long since I watched this. I was expecting, in true Arnold Schwarzenegger fashion, the blowing up action, destroy everybody, kill everybody on screen.
Kind of, yeah.
And soon did I realize that, oh, by the way, this is a comedy. I don't know, man. It's entertaining to watch, but you can tell, especially the end scenes where Arnold is in the Harrier jet, and when he like backs into like the window, you can tell it's just so fake. Like you can tell it's just a prop held up. It's weird.
It's one of those things where like I wonder, like, it feels like there could have been a much better version of this film if it was made 5 years before or 5 years after. Like if it was an 89 or a 99 film, like they would have got the special effects toned in.
Like if
right
you made it today,
it
would probably be a lot better.
Yeah, if you made it today, it'd be a lot better. Of course, you change some of the character stuff a little bit. It'd be a different film today.
Right. But I'm just saying.
They did make that TV show, by the way. We didn't mention that. There was a one-season run True Lies TV show that was bad.
No.
For one season.
Imagine that.
And then I discovered it like last year. I didn't bring it up. That's how much we care about it. But yeah, a movie made today I think would be a lot better. And a movie made like in the 80s could have been a lot cooler too, because they would have had to rely on a lot more practical effects and this kind of early digital stuff they had back then, which it doesn't hold up today.
And I will say, I don't think that this at number 8 on Arnold Schwarzenegger's list of greatest movies, I can't put it in the top 10. Maybe
I put Twins above it. I know that much.
Maybe not even. I would put Commando above it.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it's in the top.
I put Action Hero above it.
It's probably not in the top 15, honestly, because both the Conans are better than this.
Yeah,
even the bad one. Eraser's better than this.
I get
from what I remember.
Yeah. Like this probably barely cracks his top 20 if we're being honest.
Probably, yeah. I mean, Jingle All the Way was even better, and it was comedy too.
I don't know Jingle All the Way.
But
no, Phil Hartman. Yeah,
so for me, I'd probably get a 6.5, maybe a 7.
Oh, Phil Hartman.
I mean, if you like Arnold, you're going to like it.
If you like James Cameron, still has a lot of his bits too.
So it was okay. Jamie Lee Curtis did fine in it. Arnold did fine in it. But I was all right with the terrorist being a little stupid. But when I just really turned me off is at the end when he jumps on top of the Harrier jet as he's trying to rescue his daughter, as we talked about, and he goes into the glass, where the janitor's been, and then the terrorist just falls back and just racks himself between the
nuts,
and I was like, okay,
you might as well have like a bowling strike sound effect put in there too for how wacky they play that moment.
Yeah,
and so, I agree.
To me, that just went over the top.
Tonally, it's just all over the place because like it's played a little too seriously in some scenes,
right?
And then it's slapstick in the others where like it doesn't feel right. Like there should have been either the more serious film or the much more funnier film. There should have been one of those.
So you could have been like Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah, something kind of like that. Yeah,
but they tried to do the best of both worlds.
there was just a little too much of just.
I don't know if they tried to appease to the action people as well as the comedy people, and that's why it happened. But
I think it's a case where like the creatives are their own worst enemy in that case, because like I see Cameron writing this film as a comedy, but then he just writes more and more serious stuff as it goes, and then all of a sudden he has like a little bit more of an overly serious film that has these weird super slapstick moments of the terrorists once again basically being.
And I think I was in the notes. I didn't really say it because I didn't want to bring it up, but I think they said that he got a lot of the plot for this movie by watching MTV with no sound on. And I'm like, okay.
It makes sense, actually. When you watch it, it does have like kind of a music video vibe.
Right.
And that's also kind of why I bring up Michael Bay in it, too, where it's like, it's all style, and the substance is kind of missing there in kind of a way, where it's like, it looks like it's just a flashy film, but what's actually going on under the hood isn't that deep, or it's kind of missing the point.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle, that was your pick of True Lies. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, do we have a hidden gem on this podcast that I had never seen before. I picked it. Kyle had never seen it before, but we both watched it, and we were just both pretty much blown away by this episode, by this next movie coming up, and that is Sunset Boulevard. If you have never seen Sunset Boulevard, you need to. It's. We'll get to it next week because I don't want to take a lot of time here to do it.
It's a powerhouse
But stay
film.
tuned next week. It is definitely probably top 10 worthy of any list. Maybe top 15 greatest movies of all time. And when you find out why, it just blows your mind. So stay tuned for that. So if you'd like to reach us, we are thetragedycinema@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook, the Tragedy Cinema Podcast on Facebook. We have a lot of fun on there. So without further ado, I think this episode's coming to a close, and that's a wrap.
And cut.
Goodbye.